Hi, this is Luke Robitaille from the LA Kings, and listen to King's Realm. I think they actually do know what they're saying.
Welcome to the King's Realm. Hold on a second. I got something weird going on here.
That's Dennis Wilson.
Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. We'll do this again.
Jordan's a bitch.
Fuck you, Jordan. All right, that was fun. I had all kinds of weird shit going on in my monitors. So we'll start over, right? Yeah, welcome here. King's Realm Pod.
Hi, this is Luke Robitaille from the LA Kings, and listen to King's Realm.
Let's do it.
I think they actually do know what they're saying.
Take two.
Welcome to the King's Realm, presented by the Hockey Podcast Network. Be sure to follow us everywhere on social media, King's Realm Pod. Leave us voicemail. Send us a text at 562-317-0087. So the Four Nations face-off just finished up tonight, and holy crap, what a tournament.
What a tourney.
That's all I got. We're getting into this. I'm Dennis Wilson. That's James Whitlock.
I'm going Vegas as fuck.
Vegas as fuck. You got to tell me about that. And
And silence for poor Jordan
no Jordan Heckman
on his deathbed.
on his hurt bed. Uh-oh. Guys in the house.
Heyo.
Hey, congrats, buddy.
Welcome out of the hospital. Sorry to hear you were there in the first place.
No shit. It's never fun. Hospital beds suck.
They do.
So,
Ugh. But hockey is amazing. You were right, Michelle.
hockey is absolutely amazing.
I love all the love coming in for Guy.
4th to the 11th and 13th to the 18th. Ugh. That's not fun. Not fun at all.
It wasn't really nice, but you still did it twice.
It was so not nice he did it twice.
Go that way too. All right, we're
Yeah.
drinking all American tonight. It's Jack Daniels.
Yeah, fuck Canada.
Yeah, fuck Canada.
Happy for Drew, but fuck Canada.
Sorry, Jesse. Oh, this is the last of the Jack Daniels maple. What?
Oh,
Brandon, all gone.
pouring one out for Team USA.
This is it. Wow, they don't make it anymore. Better enjoy
They
it.
don't?
No,
Wow.
they stopped a couple years ago. Too expensive. Too expensive to
Why
make.
don't they? McAllen 12.
15 too expensive.
Why not just charge more for it?
It's
Because
the
they-
process. They lose so much in the process from the second cast finish of maple that it just doesn't yield enough for, I think, also for the amount of work it takes.
You bought a $600 bottle. I think there's a price that you can charge to make money.
Yeah, this is like 100 each.
Okay.
And then when it was the last year, it was like it went for like 130, but still.
Is it just because Jack Daniels can't command that kind of price, or?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Interesting.
It's really good though. It will be really good tonight, at least. Remember it. All right. Well, congratulations, Drew.
Yeah.
There's
not
that.
Canada, but Drew.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna go with.
Mm-hmm.
And fuck McDavid.
God damn it.
Okay, the first thing is, how is he player of the game when he was shit all game, even self-admittedly?
He was non-existent. He had a couple decent, I guess chances for breakaways. But dude, Brock Faber stopped him.
He gave up the puck more times than he had chances.
Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah, that was
I was pissed for Bennington because I feel like without him, they're not even in this game.
No, he stood on his head. Or McKinnon. McKinnon was all over the place.
I mean, McKinnon got his in the end too.
I don't know, man.
He got an award, but Yeah, that really was the icing on the cake for me. Is like, are you serious? You got to kiss his ass even when he does shit.
Yeah. Oh, and even like the broadcast they were talking about like and the best player in the world ends it. It's like fuck you.
Yeah, not tonight.
Yeah,
Wasn't the best player
he
tonight.
was not the best tonight.
Oh, and there was a big thing about Crosby passing the torch. Like the last time there was a game winner in overtime, it was Crosby in 2010, and now it's passing. He's there to pass the torch to McDavid, and get the
They
fuck out
will
of here.
they will dig deep for any kind of story they can get.
Even in his own post game interview, he's like, "I wasn't good all night."
Yeah, he was just that. I mean, honestly, they left him all alone in the slot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like,
Hey, you deserve
he,
to lose.
How did he have that much room?
Yeah, there's 2-3 guys around him, and just no one was on him. But he
Yeah.
stood there. He just stood there.
He was just standing there. He was like slowly skating backwards, and it just came to him. I mean, fucking great shot, but there's no that he shouldn't have had that much space.
No, not at all.
Yeah, Steve. Matthews left him. I'm just saying they as in the team. I was
Yeah.
I was upset. I turned it off. I didn't watch the post game. I didn't watch anything. I turned it off, and that was it. So I didn't even watch the replay.
You know me, I watched all of it. But
I know you will.
The one little nugget that I took from all the ceremony and everything,
Mhm.
was when who was it? McKinnon passes the trophy to McDavid, and everybody goes out and does like kind of a big loop. He gets the trophy, he barely holds it up and takes it right back and hands it off. And I think that's one of those, I'm not celebrating too big because I don't have a cup yet.
I could see that.
So it goes Crosby, then it goes to Ratface.
Really?
And then it goes, yeah. Well, he's the hometown guy, right?
I mean, I guess, but Crosby to him?
Crosby to Ratface to Drew Doughty.
Huh.
So that seems like a seniority play, right? Plays
Maybe.
for Canada, has medals. And then it starts going down. I think who does Drew pass? He doesn't pass to Makar. He passes to he might have passed it to McKinnon, and then it goes to McDavid.
Mike says Matthews threw the game in OT. To what benefit?
Hey, Big Che, what's up with this?
Oh, shit.
What you got on that whiskey glass?
Big Che has got fast shipping.
Yeah, I told you I bought it during the show last week.
You did.
And I got my shirt too.
Matthews focused on the puck and left McDavid. Yeah. Them Toronto forwards aren't known for defense, right?
Yeah, he did not want to get caught over celebrating the trophy. That's a ton of haters just ready to pounce on him, me included. So I'm just going to talk about it tonight and laugh about it because it's like, well, Drew took plenty of time with it because he's got a few.
Yeah.
I hope Drew turned around and he's like, hey, this is how you hold it whenever you win it. Big C. You just fucking shake that thing above your head. You maybe even kiss it. That's what you get to do, when you're a winner. and then end it with in your fucking face. Now I hate you again.
No, they need to use this and carry this need for revenge into the Olympics. So
yeah, both Eichel and Larkin played a great game tonight. Larkin just seems to be everywhere all at once.
Yeah, Eichel was really good, really really good.
Without Larkin being up front in with Sidney having that open net, that's a goal as well. So he just happens to swing around and bat that puck out of the way on the second chance. I don't even know if he was looking at it, but his blade just came around and got it. Clean hit, cleared it. Otherwise, 87's putting it in the back of the net.
There was another one. I don't think it was him. I forget who it was, but there was McKinnon was open and Hellebuck was he couldn't get over fast enough, and I forget
Oh
who
yeah.
it was that prevented that pass from getting over to McKinnon. That would have ended. It was like right at the end of the third or very beginning of overtime. I forget when, but that was. Whew.
I think it was Larkin again.
Was it Larkin? I
I
don't
think it
know.
was. Okay. So our universe is always a little off. Here's probably the most positive message coming in from Mikey. Let it be known that I'm stoked. That was an amazing game, and I applaud all 4 teams for the effort they put into the tournament. USA.
Yeah.
I feel like a hacker is taking control of Mikey's account.
Yeah. That was 10 seconds left in the third. JT Miller.
It was JT.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, Mikey. I think you have malware, and it's putting in the reverse of everything you type.
Yeah, it's
Might
really
want to get that
weird.
looked at.
Steve says Slavin was amazing tonight. Agreed.
Yeah. Much better than McDavid. That really was top-notch hockey. It was nonstop.
From the beginning.
Had me standing most of the game.
That was, yeah, it was tons of energy all game. Amazing. The whole tournament was good. Like, this is so much better than the All-Star game. So
yeah, can we get on board with all the Kingsmen and saying fuck the All-Star game?
yeah, if we can't do, the different whatever games that we came up with on all the Kingsmen for the All-Star game, well, let's do Four Nation Face Off or whatever it may be in the future. So yeah, I think this tournament, especially the round robin USA Canada game, has done more for hockey like than anything else since the Olympics. Maybe even before that.
Yeah.
Maybe even Miracle. Like it has done so much. There were so many people talking about hockey because just 3 fights in 9 seconds that friends of mine that they know I like hockey or whatever, but they never would bring it up. They would never. You're seeing it from outlets that never would talk about hockey. Everybody's talking about it. Big J, almost as good as Dragon Smut. Some after show talk, isn't it?
Maybe.
Yeah, that was absolutely incredible. Just give the whole league a bye week whenever it isn't World Cup or Olympics. Ooh.
What's
Steve's mixing. Had a matchup of a night. Pliny the Younger night at my favorite local restaurant in the Four Nations final. Both started at 9 p.m. Only thing could have been better with the USA win. Pliny the Younger. Still haven't had it. 5 p.m. How was the Pliny there, Steve? I've heard it's not worth the hassle of getting it. Unless you can get it easily, like yourself. All right, James. What else we got on this game? I figured you'd go on a longer rant.
No, you know what? It was a fun game. I fucking can't stand McDavid gets the fucking glory. I was really loving that he was just having a shit game, and
yeah.
I
was really pissed that Bennington was having a good game.
Okay, so now let's switch gears and say how fucking awesome were the Kachuk brothers?
Oh man.
I think you know what, you could still kind of hate Matthew Kachuk because he's probably the reason that we fucking lost that game because he literally didn't have the balls to stay out there.
I mean, the dude played with a fractured sternum in the Stanley Cup Finals. That was either coach's decision or he's really hurt.
Well, they said it was potential groin injury, so he just didn't have the balls.
Oh, I didn't catch the injury.
Oh.
Fucking James.
But the two of them were fucking killing it.
My God.
All tournament.
Yeah. I mean, Brady Tkachuk went into it just like, I can't wait to play that villain. Like he was looking for it, and yeah, he was He's probably better than his brother in the
Yeah,
tournament overall.
yeah, yeah.
Brady was all over the place.
I mean, he was
And
just. Didn't he put that huge hit on Dowdy?
tonight, multiple.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he was a rock star, dude. He was in the right place,
Multiple
right
on.
time.
I was like, Brady, dude, I love you right now, but like, you need to calm down a little bit on our boy.
And that last shot he puts in like towards the end of the third, where he gloves it down, immediately takes a fucking odd angle shot, and Bennington just happens to get the glove up. Like that shot was a game winner right there.
Yeah,
Or maybe it was in the overtime, but
either way, well, it would have been a game winner there.
yeah, nonetheless, that was the shot. And somehow, some way, there's just a glove out of nowhere just comes up and fucking saves that thing as he's going down. That was remarkable to be able to catch it in time, drop it, and immediately get a shot off right at net. That thing goes in.
Yeah. Bennington was playing with a chip on his shoulder. He had a lot to prove.
Well, they were saying most of the game that it happening in Boston too was kind of like just reminiscent of him in his year
winning the cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it just Game 7 in that building, right?
Yeah. So as much as they cheered Marchand on, they were not liking Binnington. But I will say this: when they announce everybody, they're handing when they're naming everybody for their medals, he might have got a louder applause than Marchand. I think Brady? Binnington.
Oh,
yeah, Brady didn't get a medal.
Well, I didn't know if they were giving out like silver medals. I didn't watch it, so
yeah. So I think he got the loudest applause, which tells you, like, fan favorite, like he put in the work to win that game.
Yeah. I mean, they were talking about it, like, how there was a lot of fans upset that he was the number one goalie, because the performance hasn't been there, especially in big games lately. So like, why are they running Binnington out? Well, obviously they made the right choice. So it also didn't help that USA was injured and sick and all that fun shit. So
not that that's an excuse.
I know everybody goes through that shit, but they were pretty hammered. And like, it was all that drama about Quinn Hughes. I don't know if you saw all that on Twitter.
No.
Oh, he can't go because someone else has to get sick or injured on USA for him to be able to play. And then they announced he's on his way to Boston. And then they announced he's not on his way to Boston. And it's just like, it was so back and forth. And then you find out like he didn't pass a medical clearance or something like that. It's like, Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
It was like drama, like for 24 hours, whether or not Quinn was gonna be playing.
And he did.
Big Chase done rooting for the Bash Brothers. Well, I'm done because the tournament's over, so we can go back to fuck those guys.
Yeah, and they're not Bash Brothers because they're not playing together.
Mm-hmm.
So fuck them.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy when they're on the team that you're rooting for. How much differently you feel about how they play.
Yeah,
I loved Brady all tournament. I loved Brady. I loved his energy. I loved the hits. I loved everything about it. But when we play against him, fuck that guy.
So now, how many things that happened in this tournament carry over into the rest of the season? Like the big hits. And are you now making your list of shit that you need to take care of by the end of the season?
I don't know. I mean, when you think about it the opposite way, they were talking about it. I forget who it was, but it was Marchand and somebody else. And like they do not
Bennett.
like each other.
Bennett.
Oh yeah, it was Sam Bennett. They do not like each other, but they were on the same line, and they're playing well together.
Yeah.
But like, in the NHL, they don't like each other at all. So it's just funny how you can turn off that type of stuff for your mutual benefit. So
it's like that picture that the Kings posted with Doughty and McDavid hugging.
Yeah. It's so weird.
Don't ever let me see that shit again.
It'd be like if Doughty was American or the Kachucks were Canadian. Doughty and Matthew Tkachuk.
Oh yeah, hugging it out.
It'd be so weird to see, right? Yeah.
But the two of them
We should
together on a team
puke.
would be fucking massive.
Yeah.
I would
Yep.
not hate that at all. I think we've already come to that conclusion about a year ago.
I think there
It-
might be a kind of another Kachuk Dowdy rivalry starting up, and it's with Brady. Especially after this game,
Uh-huh.
because he fucking stapled Dowdy multiple times in this game. I think there might be something else there.
Hey, I'll keep it in the family, right?
Yeah.
And I'll tell
So-
you what, McDavid's got a long list because he got plastered fucking all tournament.
Yeah, they didn't go easy on him, which I'd love to see.
I mean, they could probably sell those panes of plexiglass with his face imprint on it for fucking thousands each. There's like 10 of them. So big fundraiser there for the NHL. Hope they're listening.
Got a good idea for you.
Yeah. I'll make sure to tell them once I have that media credential.
After Brady pounded Dowdy about 10 times in this tournament. Whoa.
He pounded him up.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got?
I was just gonna say I'm happy that Dowdy played in this tournament, not only because he got to, play for his country, which might be more important than a Stanley Cup to him. And they won and all that shit, but like just getting him more games since he missed so much of the season. I'm happy he got to play, and he's playing against obviously top tier talent. So there's a lot of people that are like, "Oh, he shouldn't play," but no, this was good. This was good for him.
True.
Steve said,
Hey,
"I'm happy
you
he shut the Canadian haters up." Did he shut Mikey up though? Because Mikey's been a Drew hater lately.
And Mikey was very happy about the whole tournament. I think he's in love right now.
Big Che, I can't get behind Brady, Matthew, or Evander Kane if you ever trade for them. I could get behind the Kachucks, and I think this tournament proved that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could ever get behind Kane.
Never. Yep. No, that ship has sailed. I don't know that ship was ever in port. He's always been a piece of shit. So allegedly.
Mikey said, nope, still waiting for Dowdy to prove it in a Kings jersey.
All right. Fair enough. Hey, I'm going to pay some bills.
Do it.
I'd like to tell you, this NHL season has been as predictable as a puck rolling on its edge. No one knows where it's going. But that just means there's time for your favorite team to figure things out, especially coming out of the break. And games that you have left where you can get in on the action of DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the NHL. It's super easy for first-timers to get started. Try betting on something simple like picking a team to win. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app, select your team, and place your first bet. And if you're new to DraftKings, listen up. New customers bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Download DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code THPN. That's promo code THPN for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. New customers only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resource, see dkng.co/audio. NHL and the NHL Shield are registered trademarks of the National Hockey League. NHL and NHL team marks are property of the NHL and its teams. Copyright NHL 2025, all rights reserved. And scene.
And scene. Did you see the lines before the game? Betting lines?
No.
They were identical.
Oh, I bet. Pick them, yeah.
Minus 110. It was, yeah.
So I will tell you that in paying a little more attention last month in the betting lines on the NHL, they are pretty generic. You know, because betting lines change with the amount of volume, right? And if a lot of betting volume is going one way, they'll often change the lines to even the betting out. And those lines, NHL lines, do not change hardly at all.
Mm-mm.
And the one thing I love is watching overs and unders this year, because there's so much data you can look into where you can kind of analyze the shit out of it. And you know how you play those like pretend stock markets? So I've been playing a pretend betting, just kind of taking down some stats, and it's been positive just on the overs unders. If only we had a state where you could bet, I'd probably be up.
If only.
If only.
If
So
only there was a way to make that happen.
yeah, so looking forward to it, because I will have enough statistics built up to really have some fun.
All right, so if you were a betting man in a state where you could bet, it's a lot of ifs.
Yeah.
ESPN had this over under at 5.5. Would you have taken the under?
Yes.
Well, you would have won, and that's not being clouded by the fact that it was under.
No. It would come down like a game like this has to be a defensive game, because no one wants to be the person that fucks it up, right? So everybody's going to play
that so many times on the broadcast.
Everybody's going to play it really tight, right?
No one wants to make the mistake.
It's going to be tighter passing. Plays are just going to take longer, and they're really going to focus on keeping the puck moving back and forth. So I would figure it'd be a big defensive game. I didn't think it would be a goalie standoff like it was. Like, we just saw some really impressive goaltending tonight, and I did not suspect that. I felt like it was going to be more of a defensive game. You got the best defensive players out there, and I really was excited to see. And they talked about it too. Like, you've got Crosby and you got McKinnon, you got McDavid, and none of them could get through the neutral zone.
Yeah. I mean,
so
it was still a good defensive game. Like, yeah, the goaltenders are amazing when they were called on, but yeah, the U.S. was definitely clogging up neutral zone very, very well.
It was played defensively well, and honestly, that's what I feel like most Game 7s, most final games are going to be.
That overtime was really wild compared to the rest of the game. It was, for 5-on-5 overtime, it was very open.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Like, if that's how all overtimes were played 5-on-5, I'd say run it like that, but it's not.
Well, yeah. Excuse me. I feel like we're kind of used to the 3-on-3 too, which is a very slow pace, right? It's more about possession. And so people will back out of the zone so many times just to maintain possession. And it's not a rock'em sock'em trying to, I'm going to outscore you, I'm going to be first to score type play. Like, US had possession in Canadian zone for a while, and it was just like a shooting gallery for like a minute. So that's where I really felt the momentum was on the side of the US. And then out of nowhere, it started getting looser and looser, and it started being a back and forth game. And then at that point, you've got to feel the momentum shift. And that's kind of when, the defense fell apart a little.
Yeah, and I would imagine that the run and gun game, and it was fairly even back and forth, but the run and gun game would favor the Canadians a bit more with McDavid and McKinnon just being able to cut through everybody.
Yeah.
So, typically anyway. Again, Brock Faber stopped McDavid. Yeah. It was like a one-on-one, and he just took the puck from it. So, it was like it was nothing. So, and at that point, I was like, fuck, why do we trade Fiala for him? Oh, man. There was something else in here. Mikey said, Helly did better than I expected. He's the fucking best goaltender in the world right now. What were you expecting? Like, I don't understand. Like,
more shutouts?
I guess.
It's really the only thing you could ask for above what he did.
He said he sucks under pressure. I don't think he did. The first goal, he was screened. Like, he no chance to save that one at all. He would have just had to have been dumb luck in the right place.
I would say that.
Oh, Mikey says it's in the voicemail.
most things are under pressure when being sucked. So
Negative
feel like-
pressure.
I feel like that's kind of a gimme.
Steve said if we only knew about Faber.
Okay, so well, that sounds like a slurp, slurp,
Daddy's house.
Ooh.
slurp. It sounds like a lead into voicemails. Is what I'm getting.
Mikey said we did know about Faber, though. I don't think we knew this much about Faber. I'm still
Are you
not
ready?
mad at it. So I'm still not totally mad at it. It just at that moment I was like, wow, that's some veteran type shit right there. And he's still really really new to this whole NHL thing, all things considered.
Twitter knew about Faber. All right, here we go.
All right.
Oh God, hold on. Roads are a little icy.
Time out. Turn him down just a little.
Oh God, hold on. Roads are a little icy. We're almost there. Hi, Jordan.
Wah-wah.
Okay.
Fuck you,
Yeah,
Jordan.
okay. USA!
USA!
USA.
It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday night, so I guess you guys are recording tomorrow after the game. So hopefully,
Mhm.
you know what? Regardless of the outcome, that chant plays because Saturday night. I mean, everyone's saying it. It's been said. You've already heard it. You've already said it. That was the best. Personally, that was the best hockey game that I've seen since the 2014 playoffs. Game 7 Chicago probably would be the next, like the closest thing, or probably that was better. I mean, the Chicago game was better, but dude, that U.S. Canada on Saturday night was beyond my expectations. The three
awesome.
fights were cool, but like seeing how the players like really, for lack of a better term, I'm going to steal this from someone else. How they bought in to the whole idea of this tournament that everyone thought was going to be useless, me included. It's awesome. I love it. And it gets me really excited for the Olympics, even though you can't really be as aggressive in the Olympics because of their rules and whatnot. But, I mean, I'm stoked. I think the biggest thing is like the NHL players being in the Olympics because that's huge. Like, how are you going to have a best on best international hockey tournament and not let the NHL players be in it? You know, so I'm really excited for that. And then I don't know if you guys touched on this, but the NHL had said something about the Four Nations. Like, it's going to be every 2 years after the Olympics. So like Olympics, 2 years, Four Nations. Olympics 2 years later, 2 years after that, Four Nations. But they're talking about making it 8 nations next time, which, I mean, who doesn't want that? Because we need more representation for nations. Yeah. So I think that was a pretty good rant. And I'm gonna call it on that one because I have a few seconds left. Yeah, James, hit a button.
Fuck you, Dennis.
USA! USA!
James looks panicky. He can't hear anything. So, yeah. Is there anything there, James? Can you hear? Can everybody hear me? Can anybody else hear me? Is it me? Did I lose my audio? Anyway. Okay. Yay. I'm still here. I agree, Mikey. This thing was amazing. I didn't think it was going to completely suck. But I felt it would be more like the Olympics, and the fact that we're getting NHL players in this, and then we're getting NHL players in the Olympics. Amazing. I just wish we can get rid of the All-Star game completely.
Thumbs up if you can hear me.
And get rid of the All-Star game completely and just go with Four Nations when there's not the Olympics. So, the All-Star game sucks. And like honestly, the rants you heard, like everybody going off on like how the NHL is doing it right with this thing. Like no one gave a shit about the NBA All-Star game. So, yeah.
All right,
You
I'm
back,
back.
James?
Yep.
Nice. Got it all worked out?
Yeah, something screwed up with the board, but got it.
Don't screw up the board, bro.
I know. Luckily,
I
it was
didn't
just
buy
on
the
my monitoring side.
I didn't buy the backup.
Oh, did it go? Did it sell?
No, it didn't. It was just the board. It didn't come with a power supply or anything. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna.
Oh, then you got to piece it all together.
Yeah. Then I got to find a power supply that's like probably another $30. And that's just getting close to buying a new one. So
Yeah, yeah. All right, we got two
Yeah.
more. We got two more.
real quick, let me find it. Right here. Everybody's talking about Faber. Hannah said, I think he wanted to be closer to family and sister, to be honest. And Steve said Faber might have stayed in college if we didn't trade him and gone UFA. I've heard a lot of people say that stuff, but I've also heard Faber say he was really surprised when he found out about the trade, like, and in not a good way. And like, it took him a few days to like come to terms with it, even though he was going home. So I don't know what is true. So
Now,
it
do you
seems like a
just
lot-
say that to save face within the
he-
the other fan base that you're leaving?
I mean, Velarde didn't.
Yeah, but he's a
So-
douche.
I mean, and
Allegedly.
Faber obviously is a much nicer guy, but you know, like, I don't know. Yeah, Michelle, I'm with you. I don't know what to believe. Yeah, Hannah, nothing is real. It's like somebody says something on Twitter, like, "Hey, I think this happened," and then all of a sudden, you know, a few tweets later, everybody else is like, "This is now fact." So it's like it's so hard to know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's from, if I remember right, like he's felt pretty like hurt, betrayed. I don't know if that's too strong, but like, yeah, he wasn't exactly thrilled about being traded, but obviously it's worked out for him. So
Yeah.
but if that is the case, right? If you know Steve and Hannah are correct, then the trade was won. You know, like we did well. We got Fiala, and if he really wasn't going to sign with us, then yeah, good trade.
Word.
Word. Next voicemail.
But it's fact that he wanted to be close to the family, specifically his sister. Whoa. There's a picture of him cheering for the Minnesota Wild when Kaprizov scores while he is an acting Ontario Reign player. Okay. I mean, people are still fans. Like,
Yeah.
you know, Tavares was still a fan of the Leafs while playing with the Islanders, right? Like, people still have their home team. That's reasonable, I think.
I forget, where did he go to college? Was it in Minnesota?
Yeah, I think it was in Minnesota too.
There you go. Steve says it's going to be Olympics 26, something 27, All-Star game. World Cup with all nations 28, something 29, All-Star game. Olympics in 30.
What about us in 26, a special game for the LA Kings? I know they've announced the Stadium Series in the Winter Classic in Florida. I still feel
In
like,
Florida? I guess,
yeah, I still feel like there might be a Stadium Series coming to LA.
I wonder what the humidity in Florida would do to an outdoor ice rink. I guess it's in the dead of winter, so it's like what, 70 degrees there?
I think they named Tampa.
Yeah, Mikey said he went to college in Minnesota. Steve said, yeah, it's a fact he was a Wild fan.
Okay, Tampa, Florida, Boston Bruins versus Tampa Bay Lightning, February 1st, 2026.
Wait, who is it? Lightning and who? There's the two Florida teams?
Boston.
Oh, Boston.
From Boston.
How awesome would that be to the two Florida teams in that?
Yeah, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa.
Raymond James. Which one is that? Is that the football stadium?
It is a football stadium, correct?
Interesting. Can they fill that with hockey fans?
I don't know.
Football stadiums are big. It's gotta be what, like 60K?
Some, yeah. Newer
Well,
ones.
Angel Stadium, when it was set up for the Rams, when they had the bowl before they knocked it all down, it was like 61 or 62,000.
Let's see.
It
So we
was
have all six
big.
teams. Panthers, I think when our time has come, we deserve the outdoor game. We're fired up. The Marlins ballpark, located about 45 minutes drive south of the Panthers home arena in Sunrise, can hold about 37,000 fans. Raymond James, home of the NFL's Tampa Bay Buccaneers, can hold about 65,000.
65. Holy shit. And it's in Tampa Bay?
It's in Tampa.
Man, imagine 65,000 people trying to get into Tampa Bay.
So it is, let's see, the 44. So the games in 2026 will be the 44th and 45th regular season outdoor contest in NHL history. Looks like the Rangers have one too. Lightning, Bruins. Temporary. Okay, so it looks like the Rangers are playing as well. So they're probably playing the Panthers, I would imagine. Yeah, Rangers, Panthers.
Interesting.
And I guess they're playing in the Marlins Stadium.
Marlins Stadium?
Yeah. Baseball. So, yeah.
That's
so
funny.
those are the
when
two
you
games.
said Marlins, I instantly went to like Mariners for whatever reason. I was like, Seattle? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, Marlins.
All right, one more.
Do
One
it.
more.
Yeah, Michelle. Oh, the fucking trailer. Yeah.
Okay, I also forgot about this, about the Four Nations. I had this little tidbit of opinion. If Canada wins, it will be because of Sidney Crosby, Nathan McKinnon, and Jordan Binnington. That guy is either going to show up
and McKinnon,
or miss his alarm, like Kevin Fiala. I don't know, but it's one or the other. He's won a big game in that arena before, so it's, yeah. I know the game has already happened, and you guys are just telling me to shut up, but if Canada wins, it's because Crosby, McKinnon, and Binnington. If USA wins, it's because of the Kachucks. It has been because of the Kachucks the entire time.
This aged well.
And Jack Eichel. Holy shit. That line, speaking of Olympics, the Kachuk brothers with Eichel not being able to hit as much as they would like to and having to focus on their game, that line is going to be insane. Cannot wait to see that. But yeah, it really depends on Connor Hellebuck, in my humble opinion, because that guy, speaking of somebody who cannot show up, I don't think Hellebuck has won an important game in his NHL career. I'm not so sure they've gone past. Maybe they've gone past the first round once with him, but I digress. That guy has a high pressure situation problem. He can't handle them. So, anyways, I'm home now. So I'm gonna tell James to actually wait. Dennis, hit a button.
Shut up and sit down, you big bald fuck.
Fuck you, Jordan. Go, Kings, go! Go, Kings, go! Go, Kings, go!
That was fucking great.
Great. He liked himself.
That was a 2-for-1 right there.
Yeah, that's good. And Mike, we did play your second. That was 3 in a row.
Did you?
Yeah.
What was the second one?
It was
Yeah, Mikey, did you?
Tell me if you heard this.
Hello. So a little more Kings related voicemail.
Nope.
First and foremost, fingers crossed, good vibes. all the good things. If you're religious, you know you can say a prayer if you want. But I'm just hoping Jesse is at least feeling better than he was. I guess it seems like they don't really know what's going on, but I hope the best for him and speedy recovery. Hopefully, I don't know, but yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. On the Kings front, there's a lot of chit chatter about Alex Tuck getting traded, and the Kings being what seems to be like the most interested team. So that's cool. I like it, but I am super curious as to what would be going the other way because
Picks.
Tuck, I think it was Tuck and Peyton Krebs were like the two main and really only pieces in the Jack Eichel trade. Maybe there's probably a few draft picks, but I'm not following draft picks. So, you would expect Buffalo to not waver on what they think that they deserve out of an Alex Tuck trade, given he's only 28 and he's got one more year after this season. So it is a good pickup. He is a good player on a bad team. So, and I think he shoots right, but I could be wrong. And if he does shoot right, like whatever, man, just get him. It's worth it. As long as it's not Tempe, Byfield, Clark. That's it. I mean, those are my only untouchables on the Kings. So, yeah. And Greentree. That kid is killing it on the Spitfires in the OHL. Like, insane numbers.
Yeah.
Very excited to see him join the Ontario Reign. And hopefully it's not for very long because, I want to see that guy on my TV. Okay, cool. Happy Four Nations and go USA. And James hit a button.
Imagine dragging these nuts on your face. Yeah, fuck, Jordan. Water bottle out.
Go, Kings, go!
Wow, that's that
go,
timing.
Kings, go!
That was
Go, Kings, go!
nailed it.
Wow. That's the original button. So I think he's just timed off that.
Nailed it. All right, so I'll ask you, James. I think I have an answer. I'll ask you, what would you send the other way? Not knowing what they would want for Tuck, but what would you send the other way? If it was a player and picks, you don't need to tell me what picks, but like our players going the other way, who would you send?
I'm digging into the Ontario Reign. I don't think you have to send
I don't think you need to send
a name player.
I don't think so either. I think you need to send somebody young. Mikey says Spence and more.
No
and a
way.
third if they want it.
There's no way.
That's an overpay.
Yeah, it is an overpay for
That's
sure.
an overpay. I think you could get it done with Akil and a pick.
Yeah.
I think they would want young talent. Akil's blocked right now. I think he's the expendable one that has a lot of upside that the Kings are not utilizing.
Yeah, I would agree.
So what are you considering a name player, Mikey, if Buffalo is going to be acquiring a name player? Every player has a name, so
LaFerriere?
I say no. You're upgrading that position marginally. And LaFerriere, it's second year in the NHL. I think he hasn't reached the ceiling yet.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm saying like, is that? I think that's a fitting name if you're gonna like. Moore's out, right? That's not a fitting name. Spence, I think, is. I don't know that that's advantageous for the Kings. So I think when you start looking at names that make a little more sense.
I guess it depends upon if they are in a rebuild mode, a retool mode, or a right now mode, right? It seems like they're perpetually in rebuild mode or retool mode. So Mike is saying a top 9 forward, top 4D. The argument is there for Akil to be a top 9 forward, third line center. He could play third line center right now in the NHL.
Turcotte, maybe.
Are you saying that just to piss Mikey off?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I said it with such sincerity, though.
Oh wait, Mikey listed it as untouchables. Was Turcotte in that?
No, it wasn't.
There you go. So
He
you can't
said
be mad.
Kempe, Byfield, or Clark.
Let's see. Akil is listed as right wing, so I'm assuming he shoots right.
I don't think they get rid of Moore yet.
After this year, he might be expendable. I could see them wanting to hang on to him, but
Yeah.
he might be expendable after this year. So, and if that gets the deal done with fewer picks or not sending a prospect, then yeah. Ooh, Mikey said Turcotte for Tuck 1-for-1.
Wow.
I would also be buying my first ever Sabres jersey.
I know how you feel, buddy.
Yeah.
It's hard to get a Winnipeg jersey. Not impossible, but hard.
Yeah, Michelle's surprised. Wow. I'm trying to think of who else. Like for some reason, Akil jumps out. He's got a good game, so. All right, just like Lizotte, I will be buying his jersey for whatever team he's on. So do you have what? He's on the Penguins now, right?
Penguins,
you have a Penguins jersey now? Wait for that.
I mean,
answer.
you know what's going to look good here is a Kachuk USA jersey.
Which one?
I would go with Matthew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
19's a better number.
19's a good number.
Yeah.
You got to know I'm going there. Feel it's like silly to ask.
Yeah. It's just a better number. Same name.
If you know the show, right?
Yeah. I'm not an idiot. I'll wait for Liz to be on a different team, then I'll buy his Penguins jersey.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
All right. What else we got? I know what else we got.
I still got this Frolov jersey sitting here, Jaden.
Ooh.
Didn't someone else want that too?
I think there were multiple people that would take that Frolov jersey off you.
I mean, Jaden's so close. It's crazy he hasn't stopped by yet.
One of the OC fans.
Yeah, it might have been Steve.
I don't know how Jordan does this, so this will be fun.
What's that? Oh, the week ahead?
The week
Week
ahead.
ahead! He just yells it.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about how he like pulls up.
He goes to NHL.com.
He
He
does.
goes right off the line.
Yeah, he does. But then he's got to do other stuff to get all the stats and stuff. So
Just go everything off NHL.com, whatever you can get, and that's going to be how we do it.
yeah, no, I'm getting there.
Make it easy.
He does standings. All right, and I gotta pull up. We gotta do the calls, so I gotta pull that up.
He does a record last, either the home or away, and then the last 10.
Sheets. Got to open my Google Sheets.
And he says the team first, so I can start pulling things up.
Yeah. Okay. The week ahead.
That was sultry.
Yeah, there you go. Looks like we got 3 games kicking off Saturday. Are these home games? Yeah, home. All home games. Little homestand with the Utah Hockey Club.
The Utes.
The Utes. They're 4th in the wild card. Let's see. Let's go by division. Make this a little bit easier. 5th in their division. 24, 23, and 9. Minus 12 goal differential. They actually have a better away record than a home record. It's because their fans can't see the ice, so they don't play well there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I think there's even obstructed view on the bench.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks.
There's like a pole right there in the middle of the bench. It's really weird.
It's great for line changes. Just watch. Ooh. They hook their arm out and then spin around the pole.
I will say I'm proud of all of us, including the chat. We did not call out the horrendous officiating in that game. There was like 2 or 3 horrible line changes by Canada that didn't get called for too many men.
Yeah, especially the last one. That
last one was
ridiculous.
So bad. That dude was
2 guys racing off the ice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the one where the 2 of them jumped back off the ice because the play was coming their way. They were already like, one dude was already like skating into the zone, got yelled at to come back, had skated 3 strides back to the bench and jumped on, and it wasn't too many men. So, yeah,
unbelievable. You know what? Yeah. But honestly, you don't want to get the criticism for having the game, called by the officials, right? So I get it.
There was one that 2 players were coming together and they were battling for the puck and they were leaning into each other. They both like kind of went down, and some dude like in the second row or something like that stood up with his arms up in the air for like 10 seconds. I was like, dude, sit the fuck down. That wasn't a penalty. Like there's nothing there. But he wanted a penalty.
But I'll tell you what, when the entire bench and coaching staff all throw their hands up like you've got to be shitting me.
Yeah, with that last too many.
That's egregious. That's egregious.
That was bad. But none of us blamed the loss on that. So
no, it was. I mean, it was
good for us. Good for us. I'm proud of us. All right. Anyway, all right. So their away record 15-11-3 versus their 9-12-6 home record. Last 10, they are 4-4-2. They won their last game.
All right. It's a win.
It's a win. I'm going with a win.
Yeah. Jordan gets OTLs.
OTLs.
He had plenty of those in. Dude, he had plenty of time to get it in.
Plenty of time. All right.
We left it wide open for him to put him in.
Yeah. I mean, we had a lot of conversation yesterday about this whole thing. So this wasn't hey, I fell down the stairs 10 minutes before we were recording.
No, it sounds like excuses.
When we were already 10 minutes late. It sounds like excuses. All right. Monday versus Vegas. They are second in the division. They got, where are they at? They got a 33-17-6 record. They're pretty evenly split. And when you got a good record, that's what happens. They are 14-11-3 away. Last 10 is 4-3-3, and they are on a 2-game win streak.
Hey, no Shea Theodore either.
No Shea Theodore.
Took care of that one.
That's true. Yeah, thank you, 4 Nations. This is a tough one because I have no idea how they're going to come out of the break. And the Kings are a team that can go either way. They can come out super hot or just absolutely flat. Maybe after a win against Utah, they're going to be feeling good and confident. And Vegas was not doing so well until right there at the end. They got that 2-game win streak going, but they were hurting a bit. Oh, they also have a plus 30 goal differential against the Kings plus 15. Is James, I got the screen covered. Is James doing his research? He is.
Yeah, he is.
Mikey says Vegas is a loss. Michelle says, been too long, so it's a loss. Mikey says, Utah win, Vegas loss. Next. You know what? Fuck it. Jack Eichel's going to be tired. It's a win.
It's a loss.
There we go. Someone's making up some ground here.
An OTL for good old Jordan.
Hey, someone's getting some points out of it. Hopefully it ain't Jordan.
It probably will be.
It might be. Chances are good.
This falls into shit sometimes.
I get really close and then it doesn't happen. All right. And then Wednesday against Vancouver. Vancouver's 4th place, just behind us. 26-18-11 record. Minus 11 goal differential. which that is a big swing from plus 15 to minus 11. You think, man, that's kind of weird. But everybody else down below them has a worse goal differential. They're 15, 8, and 4 away. And
I was, Steve. I had that one in the barrel.
James is waiting for Dennis to go first. Yeah. Called it. Last 10, 6, 3, and 1, and they are on a 3-game win streak.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Demko hurt again?
Stand by.
Or there was something, right? Because wasn't Demko supposed to be one of the goalies?
One of the Pedersen's out.
One of the 3?
Yeah.
Which one?
No. I take that back. I was looking at the wrong thing.
Elias was out for a while.
Demko is out right now.
Okay, so Demko is out. Although we had problems with their backup goalie.
But that was before the break. So could be back. I don't want to say he's out now because could be back.
All right, James, you're going first this time.
It's a win.
Mikey says win.
Mikey and I are samesies.
Yeah, you guys are locked in. Win,
Samesies.
win, no matter what.
Win, loss, win.
No matter what. All right. 3-0.
3-0.
Got to be quiet. 3-0. I'm not in a Garudio. I'm in a Micrudio. So.
Well, it's funny because my kid's playing video games on the other side of this wall, and I can hear him plenty fine. He's not trying to be quiet.
Yeah, I got a bedroom right above me.
Erky. No, that'd be a problem.
Yeah, it would be a problem because I'm down here.
Yeah. Would be a problem. Hey, you can't leave the show though. I mean, you got a good hour and a half where you just can't leave. So I mean, it might be the best time.
All right, I'm starting to think that maybe this is me because you and Jordan, when it's a duo, 45 minutes. Like that's all you guys can put out. And here we are at an hour.
Maybe. I mean, the numbers don't lie.
Statistics are not on my side.
We could end now and we could be close. But it's not an under-hour show.
It is not. It's so funny. I'm the one that wants it, and here we are.
It's you.
Hi, it's me.
You're the problem. It's you.
Oh my God. All right. Is there anything else to drag this on?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, fuck it. Let's get out. So follow us everywhere on the social medias, all them things at Kings Realm Pod. Subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. Do it. Leave a review. Arnold will read it at some point when we realize it's there 2 months later.
It's the after party.
Be like Mike and leave a voicemail 562-317-0087. I think Big Chase said he's going to leave a voicemail next week.
He did. He promised.
He did. I also heard Michelle say she was going to leave one.
I heard her commenting. I saw her commenting about voicemails. I didn't see her, but I mean, she is the lady who has traveled the furthest to be on the show. So, I mean, I feel like there's a level of commitment. There's a level of commitment there that I think she's already stepped up. She needs to keep up on that pace.
Michelle, I said what I said because I read what I read. And yeah, that's it.
I don't let just anyone in my room. That's not true. I let a lot of people in my room. Never mind. I'm a whore.
Mikey dares anybody to leave a voicemail. Yeah, James like, oh, you want to come up to my room? Okay.
Yeah. I'll buy the drinks first. I'll buy the high noons at the bar first.
Yeah, I didn't get my high noon tea tonight. I need 2 beers.
I bought a handful of high noons to throw them in a bag, and it surprised the people at the bar next to me in
Yeah.
Florida. And she was like a DJ doing another event, and she was like blown away that I'm just packing high noons in this bag.
Don't worry about it.
They thought it was the funniest shit, and I'm like, I feel like this is a standard move. You're in a hotel. I think people
Yeah.
would just want to take some drinks at their room.
Yeah, that shouldn't seem odd at all. Maybe because you're at a bar.
Started a whole like 5-minute conversation. Like,
Wow.
okay.
All right, we'll
Then
talk
she
about that
showed us
after show.
pictures of her thighs, and
All right,
it was
that's
crazy.
after show talk, and I really want to unpack what you just said. So let's get there. For James Whitlock, fuck you, Jordan. I'm Dennis Wilson saying,
Fuck
go Kings, go! Go Kings, go!
go! Go Kings, go!
James, you fucked it up with the button.
Oh no, you said fuck you, Jordan. I had to keep it going. Made you laugh. That's all that matters.
It did. Got a reaction out of the chat. So
Hey, Michelle, she showed us pictures of her thighs, right?
okay, so what is?
So we're talking about some story she's telling us about. She's a DJ and she travels a lot, and her name's Jamie, by the way. That also was part of the conversation, because my name's also Jamie. To those that know,
to certain people,
yeah, mostly the family. But so we start talking, and she's talking about a time that she's pushing equipment down a sidewalk and hits, it's on casters, right? And the caster dips into this fucking hole that's like this big, and she goes tumbling over the top of this shit and gets a bruise that might be like a size 10 shoe.
Jesus.
And so she's like, some guy sees her and knew her, and so then she's can't wait to leave a second, Jamie.
Steve does bring up a good question here. The
Why
answer
isn't
is
there a
because
button?
it's funny and fun.
Yeah, it's a
to
live
just
thing.
Absolutely fuck it up live.
Although when it's just us, I feel like we're pretty good at it.
Until you hit a button when we're doing it.
Okay, ready?
No.
For this was an Andres Willock saying he fucking drinks.
This is actually a pretty good beer. Smog City holding it down. Snow Donut. I feel like that's code for something.
I'll give you a snow donut.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. It's code for something. I don't know what it is.
You're drinking the jelly.
You know what? Urban Dictionary. Here we come.
Ooh, good one. Snow
We're going to
donut.
find out what a snow donut is.
So that's all it was. She was showing us a picture of her huge bruise, and it was fucking enormous.
It was huge, and then it started with the B. So,
But
She's
I think
showing
she
you
was
her
just
huge
looking for
boobs.
reasons to show her
yeah.
thoughts.
Steve
Anyway.
says snow donut. Sounds like Steve knows what a snow donut is.
Here we go. The act of ejaculating on the surface of one's sexual partner's anus and then observing it. It actually is hot damn. It's really something.
It is honestly, if I had to guess what a snow donut was on
It would
Urban
have to
Dictionary,
involve the butthole.
that would be it.
It would have to involve the butthole. Yeah. A glazed butthole.
I learned a new phrase. If I had Bunny with a chainsaw, hazy. Is there Bunny with a chainsaw and then a hazy version? So I've had Bunny with a chainsaw. It is solid, but I don't think you were joining live streams when Mikey would not shut up about paperback. For weeks, Mikey was like, oh, you got to try paperback. Paperback. It's going to change your life. It's a good beer. It's just not life-changing good and not worth 20 plus bucks for a 4-pack. We have the records, Mikey. We could go back. You might not have said life-changing, but you said it'll change your life. Prove it, bitch.
No. See, we
Dude,
won't do the
wives are
research,
amazing.
but Jaden will.
Jaden will prove it.
I got a jersey for you if you find it. No.
I've shown James what I can do with editing audio. I'll prove it.
Tomorrow on Twitter. Dude
There
Wedge
was another
commercial
one.
is
I
hysterical.
forget which other ones they had. I had other ones. Bunny with a Chainsaw, I think, was the best. All of them were very good. But the thing is, I could spend $20 or more for a 4-pack of paperback, or I can spend $10 to $11 on a 4-pack of Made West Hazy, and I think the Made West is as good, if not better, than the paperback stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, Mikey says Made West is better. I do like their paperback when they ask for age. They have like old school pictures of an older dude and like a little kid. If you're 21 years of age. Capiche, Italian style Pilsner. That's some GTA looking fucking shit right there. Beers. Modern Family IPA. Tucked in by strangers. Catfished on Craigslist IPA. See, they got great names. Catfished on Craigslist IPA. Punkenstein. Fear of a Flat Planet.
So did you look up this Vegas as fuck?
Vegas, is it literally Vegas as fuck?
That's what it says. Here, let me go porn camera.
Lucky Bunny with a Chainsaw, IPA, New England. So that's a hazy. James learned that earlier. Vegas as fuck. Revision. Okay, I have some revision in the fridge, but I haven't seen that one. Is it good?
Decent.
Super fun hazy hop. Attack of the Space Cats, Bunny with a Chainsaw. Dude, what a solid name for a fucking beer. And it's a lager. Beer of Champions. The Moon Landing was a faked IPA. God damn it, Mikey. I don't see the other ones that I had. They must have been, they either rotate them or they were one times, limited editions.
There you go. Big Jay's got something for you.
Angry Orchard guy. I like ciders.
Angry Orchard has entered the chat.
Yeah. Dark Star Stout. They have a red ale named Satan Wears Pajamas. That's good stuff.
Hope they're flannel.
Hope they're flannel.
Keep it warm.
Does it need to be warm? Isn't it already warm down there?
I think that's the whole point.
I guess if you get acclimated to it, right?
Yeah, it makes him happier, right? The hotter the better.
Mikey's got a question.
It's kind of like this flame that's on this big Che whiskey glass I might show you.
There you go. Che is so happy right now.
Got to get one promo in the after show too.
Yeah. James, you should be proud of me. I didn't make fun of your Ducks hat all night.
It's America.
Ducks,
Look, it's got
Ducks are in America.
red, white, and blue here. It's got the police, fire, and veterans flag on the side.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard to make fun of that. No matter what the name on the hat is. The theme is what's important. I don't have my USA gear yet. I'm waiting for it to all go on sale now that they're second place. Should be pretty cheap tomorrow.
Ooh, road trip to Ventura for a Made West Brewery visit. That's like 5 hours.
Hey, maybe we can set up there and do a show from there.
Steve set it up. Did you guys hear the commentator say he chose to hit the 9-iron into the blue line when the player?
I
lobbed
love
from
that.
the D zone into the zone. I did not.
I love that. Yes, I did hear it. It's kind of that loft pass, right? Over the blue line. Yeah.
That's funny.
It was great. I forget Warinsky, I think, was there or I think it was him. He's just like looking up, waiting for it to drop, and it actually drops behind him. Yeah, it was great saying. I've never heard anybody use that, and I love it. I stopped getting responses. What's up with this?
Mikey, have you hit your new clubs yet?
Ooh, good question too. Speaking of 9-irons.
Yeah, I took the sticks out to the driving range this weekend with the family. Those irons hit real nice.
Real nice, Clark.
I'm coming down this weekend, Steve-O. Hitting up Disneyland before our passes expire.
Ooh, this weekend?
Yeah. No, we're driving down Saturday morning, leaving like at 4 a.m. Gonna do Disneyland, and then we're staying at my aunt's house in Lakewood.
I should see if there's anything at the barrel shop up there.
You'd have to let me know real quick because
I'll let you know right now.
I'd have to go over on my lunch to pick it up.
I hear you have plenty of time for lunch.
Not in game, but taking the top off and boy.
Wait, I don't know your boss anymore. Never mind.
Yeah.
New items.
I've heard Mizunos are real nice. Like all of them are real good. I just didn't want to spend the extra coin for how much I golf.
So I got a question for you. There is a tournament on March 17th in San Diego with the Veterans Golf Association, the VGA. And I haven't played any tournaments with them yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't played any golf since I've had 2 lessons since Death Valley.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing consistent. Do I try and squeeze enough in the next 2.5 weeks and play the tournament?
The answer is always yes.
Okay.
For you, I would say the answer is always yes.
I think I do too. I was going to try and because it's at Admiral Baker. I was going to try and take the trailer down. But Jess leaves the next day to go up north. So I wouldn't have time to she leaves in the morning. So it would be I'd be bringing everybody back.
Mikey said, "Get in there, James. Fuck yes, you deserve it." Emphasis on the "you deserve it" part.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do it. Those tournaments are fucking cheap too. So whatever the greens fees are, they're a fraction of what they are. I don't think Admiral Baker is very expensive anyway. It's a Navy course, but it's I think the greens fees are like under $40.
Nice.
And there's money that goes to VGA obviously for setting everything up.
I just found out the place where we went to the driving range, which by the way, golf is really fucking popular now, especially up here. Jesus, we had to go to 2 different golf courses to find a spot on the range.
Damn.
Crazy up here. It was Diablo Creek. Beautiful. It's up against the hills, and right now all the hills are green, which is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just it's a nothing crazy course. It's like a public course. But $25 to walk 9 for Twilight. I'm like, that's not bad. Laura had a great time. Jordan's on YouTube. You guys can't see him.
Hey nerds.
Laura had a great time. She's like, I think I want to take some lessons so I can actually play golf with you. I was like, fuck yeah. James, we found out the nearest TGA is like an hour drive. It's like, damn it.
Oh, really?
Fuck
you, Jordan. Imagine dragging these nuts on your face. Get fucked, Jordan. Water bottle out.
I need to work on my driver. I still slice, even with a much bigger driver. I still slice like a motherfucker. Laura's like, you're hitting it really far, but you're hitting it way over there. It's like, I know. It's a problem.
You're hitting it under there.
Yeah, I have no problems with the irons. James can attest to that.
Yeah, straight as an arrow.
But my fucking driver, it's a different swing, and I do not have it. I cannot curve it right. So Jordan, he's got a wicked slice, but he like knows how to play it.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't figured that part out yet. If I can't straighten it out, I need to figure that out. You know, it gets me all the fucking time. When you go to the driving range and you watch these old dudes there, and they got the weird ass swings, you know, weird like back swings, and just everything looks weird and like it shouldn't work. And they fucking drive it off the tee straight as fuck.
Not very far, but straight.
It's not going super far, but it's straight. And I will tell you, I'd rather drive 200 yards straight than be driving 300 yards over into the next
Oh
hole.
yeah, every time.
Every fucking time. Steve's got a solution. Help me out, Steve. I missed this choice. God damn it. Switch to disc golf. Grew up throwing frisbees around. I hate disc golf frisbees. I fucking hate them. I cannot throw them. The short straight guys went to gay camp, is what Jordan says. You know what? I bet that guy's got a way better handicap than I do.
Yeah, it's called liking dick.
They're discs, not frisbees. I said I grew up throwing frisbees. Dork.
Dork.
Jordan's saying it straightened them. Jordan, I dare you to join the pod.
I'm sending it now.
He would need the link.
Working on it. I mean, he was dared now. So, I mean, you got to do it.
Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Gotta do it.
How it works. And don't get dressed for it. You just got to show up how you are. Come as you are.
I've had a couple beers. Don't be mean.
As I want you to be. Couple beers. I've had 4 whiskeys and a beer.
James.
And a half beer. I triple dog dare you, Jordan. Enigma 2008, 16 years space side for 135. They've got a couple interesting. I was like, no, there's not much, but there's a Redwood Creek limited release. There's a Brookladdy limited release, 18 year. I got a lot of whiskey though. I got a lot of whiskey.
A lot of whiskey.
I got to drink through a lot of this first. I keep telling myself that, and I see a lot of cool shit come out. I'm like, this is the month that I'm not going to buy any whiskey, and it hasn't happened yet. I typed Cypress, and it didn't even know I was looking for Cypress Crafts. That's crazy.
Oh my God.
Heyo.
It's really dark where you're at.
Yeah, I'm in the car.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
I'm
Are you alone?
in the bathroom. Just kidding.
You taking a shit?
Okay, once again, are you alone?
Could you imagine if I was taking a shit right now? That'd be so good.
You're
A big
plop.
old juicy fart.
I'm
Michelle
here,
says-
Steve.
Michelle
Nope.
says, "Looks like you're about to get murdered."
Live on King's Realm.
It's the end of Jordan.
If we could just get the murderer to say, fuck you, Jordan. Great.
Is that better? Sorry, better.
It's a light.
You're in witness protection. That's cool.
Let's see. What were they saying? Why is
That looks like shit.
what was the question earlier? Why is Jordan what? What were you calling him, Mikey? Jordan's a bitch. That's why. Why is Jordan a bitch?
What the fuck?
Because you weren't here. Why are you a bitch, Jordan?
I had important baseball things to do.
Your youth baseball things go
Hey,
past
be fair-
9:30? To be fair.
We
Who made
were going to
hell?
record yesterday, and we did talk about it. And we did say that the better day to record, and I was heartbroken because Jordan couldn't be here, but
Yeah.
the better day was to record was after the tourney.
Agreed.
So unfortunately, that's what
Despite the
happened.
shitty outcome.
We all agreed that this was not a good idea because it wouldn't be all three of us, but it did make more sense because then we'd have the end of the tournament where everybody's going to be hot and fired up, and then we'll
One
go
way
a
or
week
another.
without talking about it.
Fuck you, Mikey.
Jordan. So
Love you.
we also love you too. Mikey. We also discovered that I might be the problem
With
because you and James can put out 45-minute episodes, but we went over an hour.
Like
today.
clockwork. Like clockwork. We're just
I know for a fucking fact I don't talk for an extra half hour.
so I think it was Steve that says you're the most analytical of the three of us. So every time you speak, you like spell it all out. I'm looking for it.
If
I
I were
feel
to
like-
take all of our and do what I did with that one thing I sent you guys of just Jordan's file with everything, like all the silence stripped out, so it's just him talking nonstop. If I did that, I would probably have the shortest the shortest audio file.
Here you go.
Analytically
vocal.
I think what I do is I set James off the most.
Emphasis on anal.
Analytically.
Analytically. Yeah, I don't think you can put it off on me. I don't think you get 10% there. I think Jordan sets me off more than you do.
Maybe.
But that's like for sport though.
Yeah, Jordan like pokes the bear. He loves
Yeah.
it. It is one of
Jordan
his
does.
favorite games.
Maybe he just doesn't
And
poke
I'm
the bear
pretty
so
good at
much maybe he just pokes the bear less when I'm not around.
But it feels so good.
Well,
when
that's
he
because
does it.
like Dennis will low key pile on. I don't even think Dennis even realizes that he does it. Like that he does it.
He does it?
Does it? It does
He
it.
does it. Oh.
Jesus, Mikey. Steve is just trying to suck the most dicks at once. You all suck. It was a snow donut. Jordan, you weren't listening earlier. So I'm drinking a beer from Smog City. It's called Snow.
Hey!
It's called Snow Donut.
Torrance, California.
We looked it up on Urban Dictionary. What a snow donut is.
Still have it open. Here we go.
What's no, Jordan. I'm asking you the Urban Dictionary version. What is a snow donut? What comes to mind?
Bleach butthole.
A bleached butthole. Here we go. You ready?
Yep.
Are we good enough? Can we give it to him?
Yeah.
I'll give you 10% on that. It's the act of ejaculating on the surface of one's sexual partner's anus and then observing it.
It involved the butthole.
I don't feel like I'm that far off.
Effectively
that
a
far
glazed donut.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's actually pretty solid though.
Yeah.
He
Mark
likes
said he
the
does good
taste of
stuff.
it.
A noose.
A
Fucking Mikey.
noose.
A noose.
I would go with the first. A noose.
Oh, I'm out of beer.
All right.
New
Well,
riff.
I gotta fucking piss and
Just go,
Fuck
man.
and piss.
Just
Which
go.
one's first?
fucking piss. Well,
Fucking piss.
it depends on what she's into that night.
Good point.
Steve says glazed donut makes more sense. All right, well, that's Urban Dictionary glazed donut. Not the same. There's one that's kind of like a circle jerk.
Go on.
A lot. After using a donut buffer, both men finish on it to glaze it. Then it's a treat for the lady. Donut buffer.
You.
Glazed
Marijuana is
donut
the best.
Just like doing it with a donut on your dick.
That's lame.
Oh, the cock ring.
Oh, okay. Wait, there's more to it. You got to pull out, jizz on the donut, and then the lady eats it.
You lost me at
All right.
pull out.
Yeah. Here we go. Further down the line, term used in pornography and sex to describe when a butthole gets covered in semen. He pulled out and glazed her donut. Why ruin a perfectly good donut?
James should try it for sleep.
For slip.
Well, can't do the Mary Jane, dude. Unfortunately.
Mary Jane.
It
When
just
you
puts
work
me
in
to
large
sleep.
companies, it's just not an option. So
Yep. Not an option when they can just randomly drug test whenever the fuck they want.
yeah.
Even in California?
Even in California.
Oh, it's California. Oh yeah, just because it's state? Yeah. No,
Doesn't matter.
when you work for a company that carries federal contracts, then it doesn't matter.
Well, that's different. Okay.
Does
Fair.
not
That makes
matter.
sense.
Or federally funded. Like Kaiser, you can't do that, even though they're based in California, because they receive funding from government funding for certain programs. Or like it's like certain things are paid for by government. No, can't do it.
I think so, Mikey. I think national companies is okay. I think it's once you're doing business with the government, you have to
The
adhere
federal
to
government. That makes
all the
sense.
federal government rules.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you could be a national company, but if you are just doing business to retail, then you can make the rule whatever rules you want.
Yeah, I know somebody who didn't get a job with like as a nurse because of it, because they receive like Medicaid funding. So
See, nowadays, and Hannah's got a point too. If they tested teachers, there would be no one left. I feel like teachers, like the medical industry, especially nurses, that'd be kind of tough to do because like it's in such a shortage anyway.
Yeah.
You just kind of don't want to go down that road because you don't want to know. You don't want to be held.
you don't randomly test.
The
Yeah.
old fashioned, don't ask, don't tell, huh?
Hey, it worked
That's
in my
like
James
day.
knows about that. He was in the Navy.
Worked in my day. That's why I got
All
bit
right.
in the back one time.
Bye,
Whoa.
Jordan.
Good night, guys. See you next
Hey,
week.
Good luck on the murder.
Thanks. I'll report back. I'll shoot you guys a text to let you know.
Good
what
luck on the
else.
rape and murder.
Shoot you guys a text after I die.
All right.
Bye.
Night, guys.
Bye. Night.
Bye.
Bye.
Fuck you, Jordan.
Oh, I think he caught the fuck you. He got
Yeah,
the fuck
he
out
knew
of
what it was. Why are we still testing strictly for Wednesday?
Bye.
All right.
He said bye. He's dead.
Yeah.
He gone.
As soon as he said bye and hung that up, the monster jumped up from the back seat
He's
and
like,
got him.
okay, no more witnesses.
Jordan busting a Casper. I feel like that's an Urban Dictionary too. Oh,
I feel like Jordan would get threatened by a murderer and then would just creep them out to the point where they would run away.
Maybe.
He'd be like, hey, you want to get kinky with that thing?
Yeah.
You like knives? I like knives too. Want to get kinky? You're like, wait, what?
Hi, kids. Do you like violence? All right. I'm going to call it 2. I'm tired. I was actually taking a nap before this, so.
Oh, who has a 6:30 call in the morning?
Hey, not me.
Who had a 6:30 call in the morning this morning too?
It's what happens when you work on the West Coast with the
Bum,
people that
bum,
work on the East Coast.
bum. Yeah. And this is like an MBR call, prep call for like our meeting with president and stuff. So I still have my slides to finish up.
Nice.
The send off tonight to talk about at 6:30 in the morning.
Well, I'm gonna let you go do that.
So my question to you is this: if they were due Thursday, end of business, and you're still working till 11:59, isn't that still considered end of business day?
As long as you get by end of or by 11:59. And
I'm definitely gonna do that. I've got all the graphics done. I just got to put a little narrative to it. So I think it's 10-15 minutes. I feel like I can still get that in.
Well, you better go get in there and get it done. Otherwise, it's not end of business. Thursday.
I feel like you'd be horribly in a horrible position to try and argue that, hey, listen, your director sent in his information at 11:50 at night on salary, and you're mad because it came in at 11:50 when they're working at 11:50 at night.
Steve said end of business 5 p.m. local. No, typically, I owed an email by end of business Friday. I sent it Sunday at 10 p.m. No one gave me shit, so I think you're good.
Yeah, as long as it's in his inbox before the meeting tomorrow morning, I should be good. And I mean, it literally is like, okay, there's your slides. We're putting that in here. Can you speak to it? What does this mean? What does that mean? Good. It all makes sense. Great. Moving on. It's kind of that meeting, you know?
Yeah.
I can't take it from bed like I usually do, but yeah, if the meeting's before 7:30, it's getting taken from bed. Obviously not on camera.
Yeah, obviously not.
But this one has to be on camera.
Unlike Greg.
What?
Greg? Remember?
No.
Marcus talked about it multiple times. Greg, legal Greg.
Oh yeah.
Didn't know his camera was on. He's laying in bed, no shirt on.
Or another person on the team that went to the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
On a fucking national call.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That shit happened.
I'm surprised his boss wasn't like, dude.
He was.
Oh my god.
Because he was on your team.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, the one I'm talking about was.
Oh. Who was that?
He used to be on your team.
Used to be. And to me, that just screams Josh.
I mean, if you're naming names.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
trying to name names.
Okay.
I was talking about Ramsey.
Okay. No, Josh did too.
Ramsey did it, and he was in the office.
I remember that too. Yeah, no, one of your boys on your team did it, and I was texting the shit out of him, and nothing.
Was he taking a dump?
I think he was on mute. So but you saw it just go in there, and you were looking up at the ceiling.
Oh my god, that's.
And I'm like,
hilarious.
Please, God, don't hold it up to look at what's on the screen. Do not hold it up. I mean, don't do it, but it would be hilarious if you did.
Kind of want you to do it.
Kind of want you to,
Just
but as
try
your
to-
boss, I don't want you to.
But it's also the easier way to get rid of you. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that was
All right.
was crazy.
Mikey is okay. What does this stand for, Mikey? You've said it multiple times. You want us to notice it.
Lejong. Lejong.
That happened to like a fucking like senator or something like that.
That's great.
All right. I have no time for Mikey's cryptic shit.
Yeah, he said it 4, 5, 6,
Yeah, he wants us to know. He wants us
7?
to acknowledge it. I'm trying to acknowledge it, but he won't tell us what it is.
7 times. Hashtag DNIAPOS. Dennis, do you know DNIAPOS?
No.
Deniapus? I would never deny a puss. Jess said the kids are still up. And I'm like, one picture only? What's up with that? I'm gonna have to go regulate on these kids.
And so if you search up Deniapus, top result. Turcotte SNR Revenge Season.
James, that was amazing. It's true. I don't like to make a habit of denying the puss. Get your ass to bed, Dad.
Yep.
Yeah. What the fuck's that, dude?
Yep. Go regulate. Get your shit done. You got 30 minutes, 29 minutes to get your slides out.
I got to handle business first, so maybe 28 minutes. Or maybe I just get teased while I'm working, so it makes me work faster. Because the desk is in the bedroom, so.
I mean, that hashtag on Twitter is all you, Mikey. It's all you.
Good night, Jose. Have a good one. Big Che Barbecue.
Yep. I'm going to.
Third ad.
Good night, y'all.
Night.
Darnell Nurse is a piece of shit.
Yes,
job,
great.
Mikey.
Great note to end on that.
What about the other one? What's the other one? Your facts. Peace. Jesus, Hannah making lesson plans at 11:30 at night.
Sarah Nurse. My sister is Sarah, and she is a nurse. That's weird. Is that? I'm kind of interested now. What is that? She's a queen, Sarah Nurse. It doesn't have anything to do with my sister, right?
No. All right. I'm really going this time. Good night,
All
y'all.
right, take off. I want to see what Hannah's saying.